Today, I'm going to talk about a subject that's really important and dear to us all, and certainly something that we need in our lives, and that is money. Without it, there is very little that we can actually do, and life is pretty grim, and our life choices are very limited by the fact that, we seriously lack money. The thing with it is that most of us have a poor relationship with money because nobody really teaches about it. Schools are not teaching about money, parents are not teaching about money, and certainly in Britain, there seems to be a certain fraternity that thinks, oh, it's rude to talk about money or not polite. Let me tell you something, the only people that don't want to talk about money are those that don't have any. The guys with it are quite comfortable with it. And that is the thing. So if you can get comfortable with the idea of money, handling it and growing it, that's an attitude that will really change. So having a money mindset will really help you in having the correct attitude. Phrases like the money is the root of all evil only go to cement our attitude and our relationship with money. But the people that find it easy to attract money to them often find themselves very wealthy and certainly living very comfortable lifestyles and having real choices in what they do, where they do it, who they do it with, and how they basically spend their time. So how can you become a money magnet or have a money mindset? The thing is that the biggest problem with the attitude towards money is that most of us believe that it's scarce, that there isn't enough of it. In fact, there's enough money in the world today to make every single man, woman, child a millionaire if it was taken from the rich and divided and given to fairly to everybody. So that's the thing. So there's more than enough money. And as soon as you have the attitude that there's more than enough of something, then you don't worry about other people being successful. So, the money that your neighbor's making doesn't matter. There's more out there for you to make. So there's an abundance of money. So if you have an abundance attitude, then you will not be annoyed at somebody else making money. So be happy for those people. Now, what I've done in the past is I've gone and talked to those people. Hey, you're successful. How did you do it? So, and you know what? Most people will gladly tell you how they did it. The secret is that, you don't spend all of the money that you make. You save some and you invest that in a business. You invest that in stocks and shares. You save it. You invest it in property. And then what happens is, after an amount of years, those properties, those stocks and shares, those businesses begin to grow and give you money. So all of a sudden what happens is, whereas when we start out, we are working for money, eventually what happens is money starts working for us. And when there's enough of it, we can call that financial freedom because we no longer have to go out and work to pay our bills for our day-to-day lives and the normal things that we're doing. So as soon as financial freedom comes, that's when the fun starts, because now you're free to do whatever it is that you want to do with your time. You don't have to spend the time earning a living to pay the bills. So most people are not very satisfied with the jobs that they have. Yet they spend 20, 30, 40 years doing a job they absolutely hate. But if only they invested in themselves, invested in some business, partnered up with other people, they could end this endless cycle of turning up to an office, turning up to a factory, turning up to a shop that they absolutely hate. But we need to think long term when it comes to money. So at the age of, I believe, 53, Warren Buffett was worth something in the region of $64 million. By the age of 85, he was worth 90 billion. So 95% of Warren's wealth came after the age of 50. So up until then, he'd worked, and he was, by any stretch of the imagination, a wealthy man, but not in comparison to where he is today. So that is, being patient, and he often talks about the fact that the reason people don't get rich is because they want to do it so quickly. The thing about having time and letting it take time is that you let your investments, your business, your savings compound. And compound basically means growth upon growth. So you're letting it grow initially, and then that initial growth is there, but then the bit that's grown also grows. So, you know, Einstein called it the eighth wonder of the world, that man just doesn't understand compound interest. So you need to let this thing grow and percolate. So don't kill the golden goose, you know, eat the eggs every day. So that's an attitude to money that we're going to be discussing far more in the coming few videos. If you like this one, please let me know, give me some feedback, and we'll do some more. If there's some subjects around money or some attitude that you want me to discuss, I'll gladly do that with you. Until next time, take care.